Day 12, consistency. What looks like luck is really just consistent hustle. Lucky days exist, but it's disguised as consistent, persistent, diligent work. Not so much about intensity, but consistency. If you show up every day, luck is going to be inevitable. Whether it's 1 rep or 1% of your time and effort, it's going to come to fruition. And those lucky days will happen. You'll never miss them. Too many people want to rely on luck, but truly, what is luck? I do think there's goodwill, that if you sow seeds, you will receive a harvest, that if you do good things will come back to you. I do believe in karma and things like that as well. But, how do you get it? By being consistent, by showing up every day, by being persistent, by being diligent, by knowing that you need to have a growth mindset in order to achieve. Don't worry so much about intensity. People will do 75 hard. I'm going to work out 2-3 times a day. I'm going to cut out all sweets. I'm going to do this and this and this. I'm going to not take any vacations or time off. I'm just going to spend all my money and save it all. I want to run a marathon in one day, you should run a marathon in one day, but you want to do all these things intensified versus just being consistent. Just show up every day. 25 push-ups every day for the next 3 years is going to be better than doing 500 push-ups today, and only today. Just be consistent in your actions, your daily activities. And rest is needed. It's okay to rest, but, can you still do things that are beneficial on your rest days versus, splurging on things you shouldn't? So really just think about it. I work pretty much 7 days a week. I take off a day every few weeks, but my Saturdays and Sundays are I might work 1 or 2 hours. I might work 30 minutes. However, that 30 minutes is 30 more minutes that I invested, 30 more minutes that could allow me to make a new sale at my job or whatever it might be. Same thing with fitness. Can you at least go for a walk? Can you do 1 push-up? Can you, do these things that are going to make you successful and have the opportunity to just be better? Get a habit, get positive habits. Your personal success will never outweigh your personal development. Listen to a podcast every day. Listen to a Bible verse. Read a book. Listen to an audiobook. 1 page of reading is more valuable than 0. You don't have to read an hour every single day. The more you invest, the better, outcome you'll get. Like I said, what you sow, you will reap. However, don't think that you have to eat a whole elephant in a day. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Consistent, persistent, diligent work. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every day, every hour. They were consistent. The Great Wall of China, I don't know exactly how long it took, but I'm sure it wasn't in a day or a week or a month or even a year. It probably took decades. So have that mindset when you're building your life. Literally, you're building every day until you die, technically. So, what do you want? What do you want your life to be? What do you want your results to be? Do you want to truly depend on luck as the definition, where you just wait around and see what happens? Or do you want to create your own luck? Do you want to create your own destiny? Do you want to create your own results? Because you can. If you work hard enough with the right intentions, you'll always be rewarded. Whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, the universe, God, whatever you worship, everybody pretty much believes that sowing and reaping and karma is a thing, because it is. It's a universal law. So why not do things that are going to make you get back a great return, get back a great investment, a great harvest, versus depending on, letting the wind decide where you go. You're like a bag in the wind. and you let it just blow you wherever you want to go, versus dictating where you want to go, setting your sail in your course on the destination you want to get to. Are you really just going to get in a boat and let the boat take you wherever you want to go? Or if your goal is to get to Hawaii, you're going to get in your boat, set your sail, and get to Hawaii instead of ending up in Antarctica and maybe dying. Like, let's be realistic with our approach. Let's be realistic with what our actions are on a daily basis. Are you truly doing the things that are going to render you good luck, good results? And this doesn't mean you have to be, work 100 hours a week. You don't have to be a hustler, a grinder, a no days off, a no sleep mentality. You can take days off, but in those 5, 6, or 4 days of work, did you do enough that's going to render you the results you want? Or do you need to add an extra day, add an extra 10 minutes, add an extra hour to what you're doing on a daily basis? That's for you to answer. That's based on what you want to accomplish, what you want your luck to look like, what you want your results to be. I know what I want mine to be, and I know what I'm willing to do for it. You have to be willing to pay a price and a sacrifice. Everything's a sacrifice. True love is a sacrifice. People don't realize that. True anything is going to take time. For the dream body you want, you're going to sacrifice some of those good foods. You're going to sacrifice time away from the TV in order to be in the gym. Sacrifice for your kids. You're going to sacrifice some of your personal interests to invest in their personal interests. You're going to take away time that you might use for leisure to invest in their growth and development. So, do people's kids grow up, or how people's kids act? Are they lucky parents for how their kids act, or were they intentional parents? Did they invest and sow into those kids in order to raise those kids right, make them great functioning adults in society? Or did they let the iPad, the Kindle, the TV raise their kids and just rely on real luck, or the definition of luck, and whatever happens, happens? These are just things to think about. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but, luck does exist. It's just disguised. It's disguised as work. It's disguised as being consistent and being persistent, not taking no for an answer. You never know what it took somebody to succeed. Somebody got an acting role in a big Hollywood movie. How many no's did they take? They might have persisted through so many auditions and being told no, and then they get the lucky break and they're starring on a hit new movie, and people will say, that person got lucky. Man, you're lucky you got that role. Was it luck, or did they work for it? Somebody got a promotion. You don't know what they went through. Were they lucky that they got the promotion? Who knows? Somebody was lucky to get the starting spot on the sports team. Were they lucky, or did they put in the work in the off season that you didn't see in the weight room, running hills, things like that? Were they truly lucky, or did they put in the work? Maybe you're avoiding the work. Maybe you're not putting in the work you should be putting in, or maybe you're working hard, but you're not working as hard. That's where the value of a mentor, of a coach, of a trustworthy accountability partner comes in, because they can truly tell you what if you're working hard enough or not. A real coach, a real mentor is going to tell you. They're going to give you tough love, not this cookie cutter pat on the back, you're doing your best. No, sometimes your best isn't enough. What you think is your best, you need to do better. It's like an example I use in real life is I tell people to raise their hand as high as they can, and they'll raise it as high as they think they can. And then I say, now raise it higher, and they'll still raise it even higher. So I ask them, so why, when I first told you to raise it as high as you can, did you not raise it to the full capability? Because self-preservation is human nature. Taking shortcuts is human nature. At one point in caveman days, they would try to take a shortcut, and something would happen. They would fall off a cliff, or they saw that was a dangerous area because of animals, lions, alligators, whatever it is. And we had to figure out, man, that's not the best route. We have to take a longer route, but it's safer. But self-preservation is reserving gas in the tank, because That's how we were taught to survive. However, at some point you have to empty the gas tank. You have to burn the candles at both ends. And that's not me saying, like I said, you're not have to go put 100 hours in a work week, but you need to give your best. You need to try your best. You need to learn how to improve, even if it's 1% better. That's what's ultimately going to take you to where you want to get. I hope all of this is making sense. I hope that this resonated to some extent. If you enjoyed this topic or anything up from this, like it, comment one thing you took away or one thing that I might be wrong about, that you might challenge me about. I would love to have the conversation. If this resonated with you, check out the rest of my consistent journey I'm posting every day. Subscribe and share with a family member, a loved one, a friend. And I wish you peace and blessings on the journey.